Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Monday, the 12th day of January. Here we go. Today, a halacha about Loshon Hora. And here the famed picture of the Chafetz Chaim behind me, who wrote all the works on not saying Loshon Hora and was known to be very, very, very good at not saying Loshon Hora. He's right up there behind me as I speak. So I want to get to maybe one that you all know, still very basic, but so often ignored, and that is you're in the middle of saying something bad about someone to someone else. Someone tries to stop you and says, hey, you shouldn't be saying that, that's Loshon Hora. And the common response in defense is you'll hear someone say, but it's true. Okay, that's what today's halacha is about. You're in the middle of saying that someone is just of average intelligence, and you're saying that with a kind of negative, kind of sound to it. And your friend says, "Hey, that's Loshon Hora," and you say, "But it's true." Or you're saying so and so is short, and someone says, "Hey, that's Loshon Hora," and you go, "Hey, come on, he's 5'1". The guy is short." Or he has a bad temper, or do you feel like anything that you're saying, how could you call it bad? I'm just telling the truth. So that's step number one. Just because what you're saying is true does not mean that it's not Loshon Hora. Speaking derogatorily about another person is just a bad thing to do, period. So whether he is short, whether he is quick-tempered, or any of those kinds of things, as you're telling it, you're doing that basic negative thing, which is relating bad about another person. Even if it's true bad, it is still considered Loshon Hora. Another example for you, you'll feel much less evil. Someone's about to give a speech in a certain shul, and a guy comes and asks you and says, hey, so do you think I should go listen to his speech? What's his style like? And you say, well, actually, his style, I mean, it's good, but it's like a dry wine. Like he says a lot of content, no jokes, just no repetition, no stories, just dry content. So if you like that kind of speech, then yeah, I guess you'll like it. But that's not in my taste. So you feel like you're giving a good, honest opinion, and that is what the speaker's like. But that's not necessarily good what you just did, because you gave it a bit of a bad spin. If you think dry wines are bad, or black coffee is too straight and his speeches are too straight, then you just kind of like you felt like you're just saying the truth, but there's still a derogatory ring to it, and that makes it improper. Another example would be someone asks you about such and such a restaurant, and you'd say, oh, well, that's good if you like greasy food. And very true what you just said. That restaurant will be good for you if you like greasy food. But look what you just did. You said another true statement, and there was that derogatory spin on it, because you were basically saying, yeah, I mean, it's the kind of food that everyone knows to just be, stuff that you shouldn't eat. So maybe it's true. In all these cases, what you're saying is true, but it still has a derogatory feel about what it is that you're describing, and those kinds of things make it Lashon Hara. I'll end by just telling you a quick Gemara story where two students were walking with their Rebbe once, and they saw a decaying body rotting in the sun, and one of them said, wow, what an awful smell. And the other student said, look how white the teeth are. Now, that's not exactly a Lashon Hara story, but you see the point here. One of them is just looking at the story and seeing the negative and drawing out the negative, and some other people can just look at something and draw out the positive, and that would be the tremendous lesson for us to learn from this always, is to not harp on the negative, even if it's quote-unquote true, and just tell good things. Just tell good things all the time, like Torah. Thanks for logging on, and log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.